Hey everyone, and of course, Merry Christmas. So, I thought this would be a good time to completely clarify all the questions the Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. I still get questions all the time on this in the stream chat, in the comments below, in the YouTube videos. So this video will be a general FAQ for anyone planning on grabbing the game and want to know the best way of doing it, all your options. Also, if you didn't hear the news, most of all the offline content will no longer give fight money in Street Fighter V starting on January 16th. So getting the game early has its benefits. Okay, so let's start with the basics here. First off, if you already own Street Fighter V, then Arcade Edition is a free update that's coming on January 16th. It will not cost you any money. There will also be a separate Arcade Edition disc that you can pre-order now for the PS4. This will be around $40. This comes with Street Fighter V and the Season 1 and 2 passcodes for every character up to now. So just to clarify, if you buy the Arcade Edition disc, it is just Street Fighter V with a discount bundle. This was made to give people that don't already own Street Fighter V a chance to catch up, pretty much. If you somehow got this copy early, for example, you would still have to wait till the update on January 16th for Arcade Edition like everyone else. It's just a Street Fighter V disc. Now, for the PC users, I would imagine that Arcade Edition bundle will not be showing up until January 16th on Steam, but keep in mind that the Deluxe bundle is almost exactly the same thing, except for the costume bonus, of course, which you can still get by grabbing the Season 3 pass in January. So to summarize so far, if you do not already own Street Fighter V, then it is ideal to get Arcade Edition since it's $40 and comes with the Season 1 and 2 character passcodes. If you have the game already, then just update it for free. This choice does get a little tougher because of the fight money changes, so I'll explain some other options for you guys and the deals in a bit. So let me clarify the bonus costumes now. There are two main ways of getting 9 bonus costumes that include Guile, Karin, and Bison and Ibuki 30th anniversary costumes, and Alex, Ibuki, Jerry, Colleen, and Akuma nostalgia costumes, 9 total. The first way is pre-ordering Arcade Edition from select retailers such as GameStop, EB Games, that's the Canadian version, and Best Buy. This is only for the PS4 copy of Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. The other way is buying the Season 3 pass before the end of January. This is for both the PS4 and PC users. The Season 3 pass won't be available until January 16th, which is the launch of Arcade Edition, and so that's how I'm personally getting this costume bonus. So between January 16th and January 31st, you gotta get the Season 3 pass to get that pre-order bonus for those costumes. Alright, now it's time to answer some very common questions that I see and hear all the time. So question 1, will Street Fighter V Arcade Edition come with SAKURA, or stages, or any DLC, etc.? The answer is no. Arcade Edition comes with the Season 1 and Season 2 character passcodes and bonus costumes if you pre-ordered it. Second question, will the Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Season 1 and Season 2 passcodes come with the battle costumes? The answer is yes, they will. In fact, once Season 3 hits, all character purchases with real money from then on will give you the battle costumes and colors for that character. So keep that in mind as well. Next question, if I already own Street Fighter V, but still buy Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, can I transfer my account? The answer is no. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition is simply a Street Fighter V disc bundle. You cannot transfer your account. Another question is, if I already own Street Fighter V, can I use the Street Fighter V Arcade Edition codes to use on my main account to get the Season 1 and Season 2 characters? The answer is yes, but make sure it's worth it. That's kind of a strange way of doing it. You're basically spending $40 for 2 season character passes and a Street Fighter V coaster disc. Next question. If I already own Street Fighter V and upgrade to AE for free, do I get any characters? Once again, the answer is no. Upgrading to AE does not give you any characters. Next question. Will we lose our fight money when AE comes out? Answer is no. Will the ranks reset when AE comes out? The answer is also no. This is confirmed by, from Capcom. So if there's any other questions you guys still have, just let me know in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. Alright, so now let's talk about some of the deals you guys need to know so you guys have some better options here. So right now there's a winter Steam sale for Street Fighter V where everything is 60% off. So this includes the Deluxe Edition of Street Fighter V. The Deluxe Edition includes Street Fighter V, with the Season 1 and Season 2 passes, which means it's pretty much the exact same thing as Arcade Edition, except you're getting it for cheaper, something around $32 rather than the $40. So on top of this, you're able to grind the fight money, a ton of fight money, before January 16th. So if you are a PC user who does not already own Street Fighter V, I highly recommend getting this now. If you still want the costume bonus, you can still buy the Season 3 pass when it becomes available, and then get it before the end of January to get everything. Now for PS4 users, don't worry, there's still a deal as well. There's the same type of sale right now on the PSN store where Street Fighter V Deluxe is 60% off, so once again, it's like $32. This sale ends on December 28th, I think. It's ending real soon, so make sure to grab it ASAP if you don't already own Street Fighter V. Once again, if you want the costume bonus, just pick up the Season 3 pass before the end of January. So keep you guys' eyes peeled for other sales, especially since Boxing Day is coming up. Okay, so the last thing we should talk about in this video is the fight money strategy. So in case you guys don't know, on January 16th, all offline modes such as the prologue stories, the main cinematic story mode, trials, survival, even the demonstrations will no longer give you fight money on completion, only XP. But don't panic, because Capcom has assured us all that the weekly missions, those targets, and the extra battle mode will provide more fight money than before to compensate for the loss. But if you are someone who already owns Street Fighter V, I highly recommend that you get as much offline stuff as you can before it's too late, because it's basically just fight money that's going to disappear that you could have already accumulated. Especially on extra battle mode, some of that is going to cost you fight money to enter it. So if you're someone who just recently picked up a fresh copy of Street Fighter V, here is the roadmap on what you need to do. So I personally made a new account last week and started grinding fight money, and I started off with 0 fight money, and this is what I did. First off, make sure you do the weekly mission, because that's always up. All the demonstrations, this includes Volume 1 and Volume 2. When you do the Volume 1 demonstrations, make sure you're scrolling past the pages, because there's different pages to it. And when you complete them all, you get a little bit of fight money and XP. And also don't forget, when you're doing the demonstrations in Street Fighter V, you can just enter it and exit it back to the demonstration menu right away, and you still get the reward for it. You'll get the check mark. I did all the story prologues. I did the main story. I did the main story again on extra difficulty, the hard mode. I did all the Volume 1 trials, and I did all the Volume 2 trials for every character. So this took me about 8 hours to do, for doing all what I just said, while, you know, talking to the stream chat and even watching some cutscenes. So I'm sure you guys can do it even faster than that. At this point, I had over 700,000 fight money from 0. And this is including when I also have this Season 1 and Season 2 character passes as well. So keep that in mind, I had 28 characters. Then I did all the characters on Survival Easy, and I'm almost done all the characters on Survival Normal. So right now I have over 1 million fight money, and so keep in mind also is do not do Survival mode until it is absolutely the last thing left, since it's by far the most time-consuming thing to do. It is extremely time-consuming, even if you do it all on your first try. Now, if you are a complete beginner at Street Fighter V and you're not confident on being able to do everything, don't worry, it's still worth it to grind the fight money. If you ignore the trials and survival mode, you'll still have at least 200,000 fight money in general, just from leveling up your characters and doing the story stuff. If you miss the cutoff date and you can't play AE until January 16th, keep in mind that every time your character gains a level, once again, you get 1,000 fight money. So completing all the offline modes like the trials and doing all that, it will be very, very inefficient, but still a method of gaining fight money regardless. So I wouldn't go hard on it, but I would slowly still complete the offline content in general. So that wraps it up, guys. If you want to check out my stream going from 0 fight money all the way to 1 million, you can check out the archives to see exactly how I did it. I'll put the link in the video description for that. And yeah, hopefully this video addresses all your guys' questions and you guys are fully prepared when Street Fighter V AE comes out, and you guys make the best choice possible, and hopefully you guys are just stacked with fight money when it launches for extra battle mode. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Of course, I'll be covering AE as close as I can, and yeah, please like the video as well. So Merry Christmas again, guys, and take care.